real people.
We're real people.
And, yeah.
Wait, should we introduce ourselves?
Yep. Let's
It's the restart. We're restarting.
I can't look at myself. I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
Just can't. I can't.
I can.
Girl, hold on. My hair does look good.
Come on. Okay. Hi, I'm Chelly.
Hi, I'm Jessica. And,
cheers to Are You Afraid of Ghosts?
Are you afraid of ghosts?
Are you afraid of ghosts?
Are you?
Are you?
I don't know.
I'm not.
We're not.
We know definitively. We have stories. We're not.
We're not. Yeah, so let's get started because we have a lot to catch up on. So we haven't met in a long time.
Not here. Not like this.
Not in this space.
This is a great
space. This is like a rebranding, a rejuvenation of the Are You Afraid of Ghosts podcast.
That's why we're on screen.
Yes. We're trying new things.
Consistency. Perhaps. We're hoping.
Yes. We are going to drop a season of episodes.
Yes.
So hopefully you enjoy how our new format's going to be.
Let's hope so.
All right. Well, let's just catch up. Where have we been? Who are we? What's going on?
So we've lived many lives. Both of us have moved. I think that's a big reason why we haven't been able to find time to record.
Yes.
Moving sucks.
It really does.
It's great at the end when you're in your new space, but the whole process sucks.
It absolutely sucks.
And that's it's like 2 full months of your life that are just gone. That feel like a blur.
I don't even know what my life is anymore. I don't know.
Can't make this shit up.
I don't know, but we're in my cozy new little space.
Mm-hmm.
And got my leg lamp, my sexy, it is Christmas time. So
Fragile.
It's Italian. And got some wine. We're just trying to...
These are skulls. If you can't
figure out where we left off, and honestly, I think the last one was, do you remember Christmas?
It's Christmas
and
again.
It's Christmas again 2
Don't
years
you
later.
Remember Christmas?
I do remember Christmas.
Do you remember Christmas?
I don't feel like I'm in the Christmas spirit this year, unless I watch A Christmas Carol with all the ghosts.
Yeah.
I love that. I think that's my favorite.
Well, the Victorians, Christmas was about ghost stories. You would tell ghost stories on Christmas Eve. I tried to do that with my kids.
Did do that.
And it just didn't stick. But maybe I'll try again. They do creepy shit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, your kids are awesome.
Yeah.
We went somewhere.
So for my birthday.
Yes.
Which was in May.
Mm-hmm.
We went to Pennhurst Asylum.
Yes.
In Pennsylvania.
Yes.
And the way they fund the restoration and the history, the legacy of the place is through ghost tours and their Halloween stuff, their paranormal stuff is a big thing.
Yeah.
So we went on a ghost tour at wasn't it the middle of the night?
Yeah. It was. I mean, I must say, you really truly are my best friend, because in May is when we went to something that would have been probably terrifying at any time of year for anyone, but wasn't Halloween time.
Yeah, so there was a fucking thunderstorm.
Oh my gosh. So this, Chelly said she wanted to do a paranormal overnight. So I said, why don't we get tickets? And I got us some tickets. We show up and it was pouring rain the whole time. I mean, it just added to the ambiance. I will say though that whole experience, something I'll never forget. That was, I mean, we joke about ghosts being scary and fucking with you and stuff, but it's this was a sad experience, and it made me look at ghosts completely different.
Yeah.
And I'm less afraid.
Yeah.
So I think if you ever do visit the Pennhurst Asylum, please, do the tour or whatever they give you, but the story is just so heartbreaking, and not to be all Debbie Downer in the first episode.
No, it's important. It's important.
It's we're paying homage to these people that are trapped in this building. And
that experienced severe trauma. And what I liked about Pennhurst is before you do the ghost tour, they give a comprehensive history.
Yes.
So you walk through the whole grounds and they tell you the history behind each building, behind what people went through, and like it. So when we were ghost hunting, it was really like
exploring
and being present, bearing witness to the people who live there, who are still there, and not like, ooh, are you gonna like scare me? There was no like, ooh, this is scary. It was like, I am so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for what you went through. Thank you for letting me be here.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to tell us? One of my favorite moments, and you should tell it from your perspective too, but I forget what building we were in, but you were in the middle, and there was like kind of like a little bit of a crowd around you because you had the EMF reader. What, do you remember it?
I do. I can pull up the video, but I was standing in a group of people, and if you don't know what an EMF reader does, now that we're like on recording, maybe I can go grab it at some point. It has lights on it from green to red, and basically a spirit, when you want to see if a spirit is nearby, fuck this pillow right now. Anyway, when you want to see if a spirit's nearby, they use their energy to turn it to orange or red. Red being the highest, they're using the most energy. So,
and I want to note too that EMF readers are very sensitive to electronic devices. So if you have an EMF reader but you have lights on or your phone is active, that can impact and give you a false positive with the reading.
Yes.
So there's no electricity in these buildings.
Correct.
And we all had our phones turned off.
Correct. You had to be in airplane mode.
Yeah.
And so that's how we knew that it wasn't one of us setting it off. But I was standing there, and it was at green, and then it started to go orange, and then it went red. And I just stood there because that means something's very nearby. And the woman that was doing the tour had come over, and she said, oh, like, if you're here, something like, can you make it go red? So she made
and it was like, it wasn't just like boom, it was like boom, boom,
it was
boom,
like
boom,
staying
red,
at
red, yeah.
Yeah, and then she said, step away. So it stepped away, and it went back to green, went down. And then she said, come back, and if you're here, make it turn red. And it came back, and it turned red, and I was like, what?
It was you. It was through you, your presence. They felt comfortable being near you. That was one of the highlights to me.
I think what you didn't see that I did was when we were in the tunnels.
The tunnels, okay, and also it was pouring rain. We were all soaking
like
wet.
Thunderstorm.
It was, and the energy of a thunderstorm, like, kind of awakens the energy of like the spirits as well. But yeah, we went into this tunnel, and I only have one perspective of this because I was, what was it, the Estes method?
Yes.
Where you put on these headphones, you can't hear anything that anyone else is saying. You're just listening to these radio frequencies and saying whatever words come through.
Yes.
So that's what I'm doing.
And I love that because I've never done it. I still haven't. So I don't know what you're hearing.
It's hard to hear.
And
when words come through, it's very distinct.
Really?
Yeah. Because you can't hear shit.
Oh yeah. I have videos of Chelly. Maybe I'll release those stuff. That stuff
like
separately.
on social or something.
Yeah. Where like they're saying get out, or they're saying leave, or maybe they're just saying they're hungry and they want a cheeseburger.
That happens to one of the tour guides in another building. So what you do is the group will ask questions, and the person who's doing the Estes method can't hear the questions, but it's just saying words that come through on the radio frequencies, and so you end up like you can talk and interact with the presence there. So I just remember being in this zone. But when we were in the other building and the tour guide did it, it was basically like, I'm hungry. I just want a cheeseburger. And it was like, oh my God, like how human
I always want a cheeseburger.
How fucking human that. And I think she
know.
also was like, "Why did you leave us?" I think is one of the things that came through. And I think this was like more of a children's ward or something. I think it was like a younger ward.
Yeah, there were like
so like
kids.
Of course the kid's like, "I just want a cheeseburger." This is what we're saying. Like it wasn't scary.
It wasn't. It was
tragic and sad, and I felt honored to be there for them. Right?
It was really
to hear them. To listen.
Wild.
Like, God, if we could give you a cheeseburger, we give you a cheeseburger.
I know. There were horrible people that ran that place, and it's just, they all need to just burn in hell.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just not, like, so the gist of it is, the storyline, without giving away the whole history, is they had, like, anybody who had any type of, disability, or they called a defect, or whatever they were calling it back then, but the ratio of how many nurses were helping each person, it was like one nurse to every like 100 people.
Yeah, like,
so
even the nurses who wanted to do a good job couldn't.
They physically couldn't.
They like couldn't.
Yeah, it was horrible.
I think there's a documentary, I haven't seen it, but there's a documentary where they interview some of the people who were hospitalized there, and then also some of the nurses.
They definitely exposed them, and that's what got it shut down.
It went until the 80s or even the 90s, but I feel like it was the 80s, which is not that long ago.
No, it's fucked up.
And this is like in our backyard, essentially.
It's really fucked up. They like would inject like diseases into people to like lab rats.
Yeah, and it was like, I think there was also like a stigma, like families sometimes, there was like a mix, right? Sometimes families would like put their defective relative in this asylum because hush hush, get rid of them. And then sometimes it was more like the family didn't know what to do, and they thought they were leaving their kid or their uncle or sister in a good place, and they like weren't allowed to. It was like, oh, it's so
like visit twisted. Like they put on a performance for like visiting day, like clean everybody up and bring them to
there's
the nice
like
room.
The one building that you visit.
So fucked up. People are fucked up.
It's
it's fucked up.
It's
like,
baffling.
But that's so. After hearing all of that, going into the buildings, I just wanted to like hug every ghost if I had met one. Like it was just a totally different experience. We went into it like, oh my god, we hope nobody's gonna do anything bad.
Okay, so you watch all those like ghost hunting shows, which like Ghost Hunters to me is like pretty legit. Like I really respect them. Ghost Adventures is just like a trip. Like I watch it because it's like Zach Bagans knows what he's doing and he does a good job of it, but he's full of shit. Like he goes into these places and he's like, oh, like every fucking time he's getting possessed by a demon. Guys, I feel like, or like one guy's like, I don't know why, but I feel like I really want to drink. I'm like, maybe that's a you problem.
Maybe you're an alcoholic, sir.
Not a ghost problem. So it's...
Sir, that's a different show. That's called Intervention.
Like, so I feel like you...
As I'm drinking wine.
Well, yeah, but like... That's
cheers,
okay.
girl.
Cheers.
Girl. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It is. So yeah, like it was a really good experience. I was still living in my haunted house at the time too, so it was leaving the house and saying goodbye to the house and the spirits that were in it, and like I never banished the spirits from my house. I never tried to get rid of them. It was more like there was just one spirit that I had like chill out, but I'm leaving. Take care of the people who are coming here, you know, like watch over them. Like you watched over me, because I did have the one man spirit who was there was like fatherly, and he watched out for us, you know.
Yeah, I love that. I love that you're so kind. You're like, please, ghosts, don't scare the shit out of the new people.
No, I wish the best for them for sure. Like, and I cleansed the house with sage. Charles cleansed the house with sage, so like, and you literally could see like the stone wall in my dining room after he did that. It literally visibly was lighter. It looked lighter. Man, it's powerful shit.
Yeah.
And I wanted to leave the house.
So this leads me into a little segue of what has been new with you, because you've said about blessing a house, or maybe talking to some spirits.
Yeah.
Or what's new with you?
So I was kind of not too outspoken about it for a while because I was still kind of like getting used to it, and but now I'm officially out of the broom closet. Everybody knows, like my family, my kids, everyone knows that I am a practicing witch.
Yes, girl.
Practicing traditional witchcraft, which is not Wiccan. It's different. That's like a whole other. I feel like that's a whole other episode that we could do.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a very slow burn, but it took about a year of like. It was when I got Trixie, my cat, my black cat, and I've never felt more bonded, like immediately, like soul connected to an animal. I've loved my animals, but with her, I was like, what is this? And then recognizing, like, I think she's my familiar. And then that same weekend, I went to this Celtic mystic park in Pennsylvania called Columcille. Anyway,
Okay.
That was the impetus. So I have gone through this journey of witchcraft, and it's been the most powerful, weirdest, fulfilling journey. Like, and I'll say shit that just sounds wild, but like it's I can't make this shit up.
It's normal now to me. I embrace it and I love it, and I think I have never seen you like so yourself. I don't know how to say that, but
Thank you. Yeah, so like it's interesting. I was brought up Christian, and it works for some people, and it's very fulfilling. It just never felt right to me. Like I always felt like something felt off inside me always. And when I opened this one book about witchcraft, I read the intro. I remember I was in a bar and I was reading this book, and it was an intro, and I started sobbing because I was like, this is my life. Like, so I think I've always been a witch, but I've just finally recognized it and embraced it, and I love my life. Like I it's, I don't know when we're releasing this, but it's the end of 2025. Year of the Snake, which is like shedding patterns, things that no longer serve you. And it's the first year in a very long time that I'm not like, fuck this year.
Yeah.
Good riddance. I'm like,
I am.
Well, it's been a hard.
Next year's my year, girl. It's alright.
It's been a hard
this year sucks.
There are many times that it sucked, but it was, to me, one of the best years because I grew the most, and I experienced the hard moments fully.
Good.
And I walked through them. Yeah. So love.
I love it. And you also have been reading my tarot cards, and they're all really cool readings. So
we are gonna do an episode on tarot, so I'm gonna save that tarot.
Oh, are you gonna read my cards live?
Only if you want me to.
I would fucking love that.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck.
All right.
Let the people know what's going on.
Yeah, I brought my favorite deck, but we'll get into that.
Oh my god, I love this.
In another episode.
Well, I love the new witchy version of you, and I feel like it's just going to be so much fun to just watch you grow.
Yeah, because it's only been like a year and a half.
I know.
And the craziest shit has happened. Experiencing like, I don't even want to say it because I feel like it's going to sound crazy. But
well,
a lot
we all
of
know
spiritual,
you're crazy. You know you're crazy.
A lot of
girl.
spiritual like visions, spirits. And confirmed, right? Like talking to a witch medium friend, and being like suddenly like, I feel like coldness over here, and she's like, I was just about to and then confirming who the spirit was, specifically who the spirit was. It was just like wild shit.
Now you're like naming spirits and stuff. Remember that time we were like, have you ever seen a ghost? And you're like,
I know.
Now I'm hanging out with Margaret or whatever.
Yeah, her name is Nellie.
Nellie.
Yeah.
Nellie. Yes, Nellie.
She's lovely.
So, yes, I love it. I love it. Love it.
What else? What do you want to like?
I mean, my life just did a 180, but it's all good, Life goes on. people break up, people move on. I'm now newly single and just figuring out what the fuck that looks like. And
but you know what? We both moved in to new spaces this year without partners.
Yes.
Which is a huge thing. I think that's a huge, courageous step. It's cleansing, and it's very much like, and I don't know if you felt this too, like everything in my house is specifically curated to represent me, my kids, and the energy I want. And my kids have said that they love the energy of my house, and everybody who walks in says it's very peaceful. And I'm like,
it is.
Fuck yes, that's what I wanted. Like, I want people to feel at peace, and like, I feel that in your space. I was telling you, it feels like a representation of who you are, and so it's like, I love being here.
It's very cozy, and I know that not everybody can see the rest of it, but
look at this, even this little nut.
This is actually supposed to be the dining room.
But now it's like the podcast studio.
You don't need a dining room.
You need a podcast studio.
You need a podcast studio.
Come on.
Fucking whatever.
Dining room. People need to eat. Tables.
So, last night I was here, my niece and my nephew and his new girlfriend, so Charlie and Sophia, they came, or Sophie, sorry. I have a cousin named Sophia, so I'm probably going to interchange those a lot. Anyway, so my sister Heather and her husband Mark came over. We're all, shooting the shit. I'm talking about like dating sites and all the chaos out there.
It's chaos.
The wild, wild west of dating in your 40s. And it came up. Somehow the podcast came up, and we were talking about ghost stories, and then they were asking like how I got started, and then Mark, my brother-in-law, had said he had a story, and I was like, can I record you?
And you never knew?
I never knew.
He never told you?
No, it was just like a first-hand.
I feel like this happens a lot. I feel like it happens, especially to you.
I mean, I feel like, yeah.
People like want to tell you their stories, and like ghosts. People don't talk about ghosts a lot, but a lot of people have experiences. Even if they're skeptics, a lot of people like have things they can't explain.
Absolutely. Even if you're a skeptic. Absolutely.
Are we going to listen to it?
We're going to listen to it. Hopefully everyone can hear it. Let's see.
Should we put it closer to the microphones?
Yep. Okay. So you have a story. Hold on, let me, here, 1 second. Who knows?
So, after high school, I was going to college to be a cop, and I had some trauma in life with my father, so I couldn't finish college. So I came up short with my associate's degree, so I still wanted to pursue being a cop, so I got a security job over in Morrisville. Okay, so the downtown, I had to go downtown to the city, get approved, get my uniform and stuff like that, but I would report to Morrisville. So it was a gas company called Sulpatronic, and it's right along the train tracks, and it's there still, but it's closed, so it's all fenced in. So I worked the night shift, and I didn't know any of this, but I had to do rounds. I didn't know the history, so I had to do rounds every night. So I had this like a key thing. You had to hit every door, and they monitored that you walked around the whole property. So it's dead at night. I would work from, I guess, 3 to 10, or like an 8-hour shift. And I think I was getting done at 11, and it was about 10 o'clock. I'm doing my last round, and it's a rainy night, and it's super dark. Like I had to bring a flashlight, and it's rainy, it's thunder and lightning. And I go, at one point, you have to go inside the building, and it's a motion door. So as I'm walking up to it, it opens up, right? So the door opens up, and I walk through it like I do every night. And I get through the door, and it's immediately cold, like eerie cold, like a weird cold that I've never felt before. And I'm like, okay, that's weird. The door shuts behind me, and I walk about 10 more feet, and I hear a noise, and it's like a motor. I look back, the door just opens back up. And I'm the only one in the building, and it's jet black dark. There's no like cats or anything like that. It's just me in an empty building, and the door opens up, and it's the only time that I felt cold in my hair. Like, it's such a cliche that your hair stands up on the back of your neck. It fucking did. And I was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. And I ran. I went back. I finished my shift, and I went home, and I told my mom. And my neighbor, Neil's brother, was at the house or something like that. And he goes, oh, there's a ghost down there. There was a girl years ago that was in a car accident going to a prom or something like that. He goes, I bet you that's who. There's a whole book on it.
Oh my gosh.
So I was like, holy shit, like, something's got to do with that. But it was the only time in my life that it was ever like,
Oh yeah.
what the fuck was that? Like, I was scared.
It's.
And I was like, that's the only time I ever
You
felt.
called me.
I was freaked. I was freaked
You
out.
called me freaking out, and I'm like, what?
Like, you
I'm
get
like,
scared
get
and
out
stuff.
there.
But when you experience something like that,
Oh, that's what made me start this podcast.
yeah, it was weird. It was weird, for sure.
Yeah,
So
that's exactly.
there's definitely it's a little paperback book, and it's about a girl that went to prom and got in a car accident and died. And I think it's a true story that she died on that road or something like that I worked
You'll
on.
have to send me what road it is.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up.
Yeah,
I love, so a couple things, if I may.
You may.
Train tracks are like a liminal space. Liminal space is like kind of like a bit of a gateway between the two worlds.
Mhm.
So the fact that he mentioned train tracks and it was thundering. Didn't he say it was thunder,
Yeah, thunder and lightning.
So it doesn't surprise me. And then also that like cold spot feeling thing,
Yeah.
I had never experienced that truly until this year as well. That was like when I was talking to Kat, this witch that I see. Suddenly, it was just just my right arm got ice cold, hair standing up. That's why I was like, and it got tingly, and I was like, something is here. And she's like, yeah, I see something behind you. And
No.
she was like, it has a male or woman energy, I can't tell. Maybe a female who was and I had known in the back of my mind that this ghost from my past, Nellie, was trying to reach out to me, and I didn't know why. But she was like, I can't tell if it's male or female, or maybe it's a female who was like really about like women's rights. And I was like, she was a suffragette.
Oh.
And then for like days, just this arm, my cats would like stare at spots on the wall when it would get really cold. Like
Those cats, man.
It's very cliche. And I know people are like, oh, it could be a draft. It's a cold that you just can't explain. You can't, it's a different experience than a draft. Like,
You cannot, and that's exactly what happened to me with my first ghost story, my only ghost story.
I think you should share it again, because I think there are other people here who haven't.
So
heard it.
I'll actually play it because I started to tell the story, but then I didn't.
Oh, okay.
So we're just
Oh, okay. Ooh.
It's like Pennsylvania or something like that. It was creepy.
It really is. I had the reason how I started the podcast was because I have my own story, and I met some guy at a bar when I was in my 20s, and we went out another night or something, and I was giving him a ride home, and I hadn't been to his house yet. And if you're, you know the New Hope area where they go, there's back roads and whatever, so it's already dark, and he's drunk, so I'm like, all right. So he's like, that's my house over there, and it was that big creepy house with the sliding boards in Wrightstown. Do you know what I'm talking about? It looks like an amusement park or something crazy, and it's really somebody's house. I'll show you pictures or whatever, but it was like 2 a.m. His dad was sleeping, and it was just him and his dad that lived there. Big, ridiculous house, and I was like, this is your house? And he's like, yeah, I grew up here. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. So he's playing some music on his guitar and like sitting in front of a computer or something, and I'm sitting in a chair. He's sitting right here, and then the door to like the bed, whatever, wherever we were, the door to get out was like right there. So like little snafu. And he's like, and he just like froze and was like, no. He's like, no, my dad's sleeping. And he's like, so you can see them too? And I was like, excuse me?
Like,
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
So he has lived in a haunted house. Oh no, it was the opposite. I was frozen. I was scared to even walk to my car or leave that room. I was like, no, you know.
Well, that's what I felt like
I
instantly.
like gripped to him.
But then I shook myself out of it and just left.
Oh no. But the freezing part is what got me. Here's the so I had walked through. He's like, let's go in the other room and watch TV. I was like, I'm staying here. Like, I am not leaving until the morning, so I can walk out in the light to my car. I'm not having things follow me home. Like, you're gonna stay up with me all night. Like, this is your problem now.
This dude lives there?
Lives there.
So he just deals with it.
He was just like, whatever. Yeah. Like, whatever. Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah, it's Joe Smith over there. Whatever. I don't know.
Stuff out there. That's for sure.
But he, I ended up having to go to, I had at some point had to run to the bathroom and like, I'm like, couldn't hold it all night. Like I had to go, I'm like, well, you're going to walk me to the bathroom. And he's like, it's fine. Just go right there. Like, it's fine. Nothing's going to happen to you. And I'm like, nothing better happen. Right. So I opened the door like a walk-in freezer. It was not like that when we walked from that room over to this room. Walked out. When I tell you, it was like if you work in a restaurant, like that kind of walk-in freezer, freezing. And I was like, and I just like hauled ass. I went to the bathroom real quick, and I was like, I came back up, and I'm like, no. So I probably like walked through a couple ghosts or something. I don't really know, but that's what triggered this podcast. Was me really seriously just kind of.
What was that show you used to always watch? Ghost Adventures.
Oh God.
Ghost Adventures.
Ghost Adventures. No, it's a feeling you cannot really explain until you experience it.
No, you can't.
Because I didn't really, and I believe in this shit. I was always like, well, so it's cold, so big deal. It's unmistakable. Like you cannot.
It's abnormally cold.
It's like freezer suddenly, and like sometimes, like for me, it's just like patches, like just this arm, or it's just this, like, because then it means like for me, it's there's something there, like here.
Yeah.
Or there's something over here. My cat's looking at it, and like, yeah, like that shit. And I want to say, okay, so we're trying something new here with the video, and we had a little technical snafu, right? And the minute we had the technical snafu was 444, which is a very prominent angel number that keeps appearing for you.
Yes, that's my number.
So, and to me, 444 means protection. So, we had a technical snafu. We don't know what's gonna, but I think it was meant to happen.
But what's crazy is about that number. Yesterday, my sister had come over, and we don't hang out all the time, but she randomly just picked up her phone and she was like, "Oh look, it's 444," and I was like, that's cool. And then I was like, that's so crazy. My best friend and I, we always message each other like at, if we catch it, like 111, 222, whatever. And she knows 444 is my number. And as soon as I got done saying that, I got a text message from Chelly saying 444.
And I don't catch it very often. That's not a very common thing.
And then,
wait, there's more.
Wait. They're $9.95. No, I'm just kidding. So I feel like I'm doing an infomercial.
It does feel like
But wait, there's more. Sham wow.
it does feel like an infomercial.
I know, I feel like we're on a talk show, but like a really weird one. I don't know, maybe we will have a talk show one day. God help the planet if we do. So my nephew, Charlie, was over last night, and my sister Heather was telling a story about angels surrounding her and things like that. And I won't tell her story. Maybe I'll let her tell it one day. but we were talking about angels, and my nephew says, "Oh, well, that's why I have the tattoo 444. That's my angel number." And I was like, I'm sitting there and I'm like, are they really talking about that right now? Like, I didn't even bring it up. But wait, there's more.
And then
buy one get one free.
When
No,
I
I'm just
was
kidding.
leaving to
This is crazy.
come here today, Jessica, when have we ever talked about angels?
Ever.
Never. We don't
Never.
talk about angels. Like, and I'm dipping my toe into the angel realm. So I got an oracle deck recently because it was on sale. And I haven't really interacted. Anyway, I was leaving the house and something was like, bring the angel oracle deck. And I was like, why? Like, I was like, no, this is for Jessica today. What?
I don't know.
Can't make this shit up. And this, like, the thing is, like, this happens to us all the time, right?
Absolutely. It happens, and it's like I'm trying to find the meaning behind all of this because it sounds really cool, all these connections, but like nothing exciting is happening. So I need the universe to just get it together and do what it's going to do. I'm sick of waiting.
Last thing that I want to say. Let's loop back to the angel number thing, I think, because we might do like an episode on numbers.
Yes, I think that's a good idea.
But,
educate people too.
Yeah. My number is 222, but I have a whole thing with numbers that we can get into another episode.
Yeah.
But just want to put a pin in that.
Put a pin in that. So yeah, buckle up. We have a lot of random topics.
It's a brand new year. It's not yet, but
Not
it's
yet.
almost a brand new year. It's a brand new rebranding of
Rebranding. Are you afraid of ghosts? Are you?
We're not.
We're not.
We're not.
We're not.
Are we?
I think.
Are we
Bye.
Sleep well.
Sleep well.